So greetings from Pennsylvania once again, and earlier today I did another video in my series on edible and medicinal plants that I did on white clover, and in that video I mentioned that you can make a tea from the white clover flowers, and that's going to be this video. Of course, I mentioned that you can make the tea from the dried flowers and the fresh flowers, and I want to do both. So I'm going to start this video today, but I'll finish it maybe several weeks later. I'm going to collect some of the flowers here this evening, let them dry for a week or two, and then we'll make the tea. Of course, once they're dry, we'll make tea from the dried flowers, but then I can collect fresh flowers that day as well, since the white clover grows pretty much all summer long. So let's go find some white clover here in my yard. There's some just right down here in the lower yard. I think I'll collect some right down here. Yeah, there are a number right down here in the lower yard. There's some up above too, but we'll gather as much of these as we can. We'll get a handful of them ready, and then we'll get them inside to dry. Well, this should be enough to start out with to dry, to make 1 cup of tea. It'll probably shrink a little bit, but I think that'll work. So like I said earlier, I got to let this dry for maybe a week or two, and then we'll get that tea going. Like I said, we'll collect some fresh flowers too to make the fresh tea and see how it compares to the dried tea. So I'll see you in a week or two when I finish this video out. Alright, so welcome back. It has been several weeks since I started this video. I think I almost forget what I put at the start of that video, but I think I went out and collected some flowers to dry them. I had those dried flowers. Of course, we're making white clover tea. And it was some time ago, yeah, I made that video on white clover and its different medicinal benefits. We got a tractor coming behind us there. I'm not going to talk a whole lot about those benefits again in this video. Of course, I have a playlist for my edible and medicinal plants, and that video on the benefits of white clover is in that playlist, and this video as well will be in that playlist. So, and this morning I also picked some fresh white clover flowers. So we're going to make 2 teas, one using the dried flowers and then one using the white flowers. So, and you might notice I broke my glasses the other night, not intentionally, but it's kind of noticeable. I kind of jerry-rigged them. They snapped right in half, right in the nose piece. But anyway, I was at the eye doctor today, so new ones hopefully will be here maybe in a week. We'll see. They're going to do a rush order on them just because I kind of need them. Anyway, they feel awkward. Anyway, but that's not a concern of this video. So I'm going to show you what the 2 little piles look like. So here are our 2 piles. This is the dried pile. It's dried for several weeks, and this is the stuff I just picked like 20 minutes ago. So we're gonna, like I said, make 2 teas. Got my stuff to make tea. This tank's almost empty, so I get the new one. So we'll get the little stove going, warm up some water. I got 2 mugs, and we also have these because I showed these in a mail time gif in a mail time video. These are little tea bags that someone sent me that I can put my stuff in instead of using, I think I tried using like coffee filters in the past, making a makeshift tea bag. Someone had pity on me and sent me these, so this is pretty cool. So we're gonna get some water boiling and then get 2 different cups of tea going, and we'll see. I made this years ago. I don't know if I made a video on it, but the tea from the white clover has a very mild taste to it, and it doesn't add a whole lot of color to the tea because the flowers, the flowers are white, so it's not going to make a dark tea that you're used to seeing. So, or like a black tea that people often drink. So, but we'll see how it tastes like. And I may have honey along to sweeten it, but we'll see. We don't need to sweeten it though. But anyway, let's quit blabbing. Let's get the little stove going, get the water warmed up, and get some tea brewing. Let's fill this up with water. Might have to warm water up several times. That should probably be enough. We'll get the stove going. So I gotta get my little tea bags ready. Should show these to you again, so I can stuff the contents in there. And the little tea bag, and then it's got a little drawstring to pull it shut then too, so that's kind of cool. Yeah, so this one's almost empty, if I can turn it the right way. This one's almost empty. I was using it the other week when I was with working with the American Heritage girls, showing them how it worked. Turn that down just a little bit. And while that's heating up, we can start stuffing our tea bags, I think. actually. The dried one's ready. I probably could have dried more, but we'll see how that works. Yeah, cinch it right up. There you go. Got a little tea bag. Let's get the other ones. Pretty sure they'll taste very similar, but I'm just kind of curious. If we're gonna make white clover tea, why not try it both ways? And there we go. Cinch it up. So we got dry and fresh. Alright, so we have got hot water. I can hear it boiling. I'm gonna turn this down, not all the way off, because I'm gonna quick put more water in here. Let's make the yellow cup the dried flowers. Let's drop our tea bag in there. Alright, now we gotta quick get some more water in here and get this boiling again. Yeah, this one's almost empty, it's about dying out here. Keep turning it up, it just keeps like... Anyway, it's almost boiling. I brought a fresh one just in case, but we don't need it. Alright. Give it just a little bit longer. Yeah, it's dead. I have it turned all the way up. Anyway, just turn it off. It's done. We do have some... Make sure that's not too hot. We do have some boiling water in there, though. I should show you the other one. The dried one is actually getting some nice color out. Move you over here a little bit. So these are the fresh flowers. Get those in there. Yeah, but these are the dried ones I put in. Actually getting a lot more color than I thought they would get. Nice like yellow-green color. So I might I think there is some honey in the Jeep I'm gonna check for, so it might sweeten this up a little bit, but we got the fresh ones brewing. This one looks like it'll soon be ready. So I did indeed find some honey up there in the Jeep. I was pretty sure I had one of the bags, my camping bags. This was a gift from someone some time ago. And I do just want to quick mention, you know, a lot of the stuff I have here are gifts from you guys. Even this little thing I'm using, this is from Unigear. They sent me this some time ago. I think it's a Christmas present from them. Both of these cups were a gift from somebody. That I'll show. Ouch, that's hot. I'll show you what they say later. You might have seen some of my camping trips. Yeah, even these were a gift from somebody. So I'm pretty spoiled by you guys, but thanks. I just want to throw that out there. All right. Like I said, the dried ones are showing quite a bit of color. We'll let those fresh ones brew for just a little bit longer. Then we'll try them without honey first, and we put a little bit of honey in too. So here's how the two of them are comparing so far. The dried, definitely more color. Of course, it's been steeping a lot longer than the, not a lot longer, but a little bit longer than the fresh ones. But by this time, for as long as the fresh ones have been there, these ones had colored up. Oh, there you can see what they say. Never stop exploring, and the mountains are calling. You might recognize that one from some of my camping videos, but so we'll let these go. Maybe we'll try this one soon. It's been probably long enough. We'll let this one sit for just a little bit longer. So let's go ahead and try the dried ones. Alright, so let's try the one with the dried flowers first. It almost looks like the color's like I showed you the color earlier. It looks like almost like a lemon ginger tea color. Get the bag out. Set that aside. It's kind of hot, but let's try it. I think it's drinkable. Whoa, that smell. That has a very like a green tea smell to it. Wow, there's more flavor to it than I think. I mentioned I made this years ago. I think I just used the fresh flowers years ago, but the dried, you can see the color in there just a little bit. Man, I'm not saying it's not like overflowing with taste, but that's more than what I was expecting. Put a little bit of honey in there, a little bit crystal. Ooh, there it goes. I don't want to put too much in there. I don't want to overwhelm it. All right. But yeah, you can definitely taste. It's got taste to it. More so than that pine needle tea we made some time ago. Yeah, with a little bit of sugar, a little bit of honey. That's good stuff. Yeah, let me show it to you again. Yeah, once again, it has a nice color to it. Almost the color of the cup. Yeah, the fresh flowers are still not making that same color. Not quite as much. That's interesting. So I'm figuring maybe the fresh ones won't have as much taste, but we'll see. These ones definitely have a taste. And it's not a bad taste either. I was prepared to be underwhelmed, like I said, just because I made it before, I think, and it just wasn't impressive. But this is good. It's about as tasty as like a store-bought tea packet that you'll buy. Maybe just a little bit less, but I guess if you had more, if this was, I didn't have this completely filled with the dried flowers, but if you had it filled, you'd get even more color probably. Yeah, definitely worth making. I think, if I remember correctly, it has some calming and soothing benefits to it. Alright, I think it's going to be time to try the fresh flowers then. Got a visitor over there. Here's a look at the several colors again. Of course, this is the dried, but I did add honey to it, so it darkened maybe a little bit more. The fresh stuff, there is a greenish cast to it. I feel like the dried had a bit more of a yellow-greenish color to it, but let's go ahead and try the fresh flower tea. Alright, so here we go, the fresh flowers. Give it a smell first. You know, it doesn't have as much of a smell as the dried ones did either. I mean, even now. Yeah, the dried flowers, there's much more of a smell to those. Yeah, well, let's try it. Yeah, wow. A lot less taste, to be honest. This tastes like what I made years ago when I used the fresh flowers. This is what I was expecting. There is just a little bit of a taste. I mean, you can definitely taste. If you've ever eaten a white clover flower, it has that taste to it, that fresh, clovery taste. Not bad. Let's put a little bit of honey in it. Yeah, definitely liking the dried flowers better. No question. No doubt about that. Better color, better smell, better taste, better everything. But if you didn't have time to dry the flowers, obviously you could make the fresh stuff too. A little bit better with some honey, but yeah, the dried stuff. Yeah, so much better, the dried stuff. So yeah, if you're going to make white clover tea, if you want to enjoy some of the benefits from it, or just enjoy something from your yard, go for, pick the flowers and dry them for several weeks, and then make the tea. I mean, you could dry a whole bunch of them, and then you have a tea throughout, for a long-term period. I just picked a couple and dried them, but yeah. I mean, you can make tea from the fresh ones, but the dried ones, definitely so much better. So in all honesty, that was a fun experiment, trying the two different ones. Same plant, but the one was dried and, like I said, the one was fresh, and there's quite a difference between the two. So more than what I was expecting. But yeah, like I said, this rivals store-bought tea in some cases, I would say, the dried one. All right, we'll call this one a success. All right, I think that'll be it then, folks. It's supposed to storm at some point today, but not at the moment. But anyway, hopefully we'll see you on the next one. Hopefully, well, I probably won't have new glasses by the next video. I'll probably be just sticking pretty close to home because they are kind of awkward. I did kind of jerry-rigged them together. I might have to work on that tonight again. Put a bunch of super glue and different things I tried, but when you break the nose piece, it's just difficult to make it work sometimes. But anyway, we'll figure it out. Like I said, hopefully they come within a week than the new ones, but who knows? We'll see. Anyway, as always, folks, thanks for coming along. And new glasses or not, hopefully we'll see you on the next one.